Hello everyone. What I'm going to do today is show you guys how to add a little bit of a little more strength to your mini Super Cub wing, or probably any other foam wing that you want to do this to. And it's just using some simple things I had at home, which is an old milk jug. It's just laying around. You rinse them out so you have them when you need it. And what I'm going to do here is I cut some sizes out. On the top part of the wing, I make it a little bit bigger, and I'll show you why I did that in a minute. But what I'm going to do is just lay this across, center it out, right where I want it. I'm going to just tape that down there, just like that. Doesn't matter if you go over the edge a little bit, because we're going to kind of strengthen that a little bit too. Then I already have some pre-cut tape here on my old milk jug. We're going to line that bottom piece down just like that. Remember, the top of the wing, the size that I have is 3.5 by 5 inch. The reason I do that is because, as you can see on my model plane here, the rubber bands come over, and if you take it 3.5 inches, what you do is you actually protect the ends of your wing from your rubber bands. It's just a little extra other precaution. I found that when you crash your plane, if you crash it, it's going to want to break right at that point. The rubber bands give it just another little spot where it has to weaken and bend if you get these corners all thrashed by your rubber bands. So that's how that size. I'm going to turn it over. Now on the back side, it doesn't need to be as big, because you're not going to have rubber bands on that bottom side. I already have one pre-cut and taped here, so line it up. Just like that. Tape it down. Another pre-cut. It's always easier if you whenever you're working on your plane, you should always kind of estimate or guesstimate what you're going to need in the forms of tape and have it pre-cut. It saves a lot of time. You're not sitting there playing with it. Now, this doesn't have a lot of weight. As you've seen on other videos, the guys are out there putting carbon fiber rods on the wings or strips. This little plastic doesn't weigh that much. It gives it a little more, like I said, durability. And what I do is I take a piece of tape here, about the size and length of my tape, just for some added strength. Fold it over, like that. Get that side. I'm just using heavy duty packing tape. Same on this side. And voila. This is a brand new wing. Hasn't been put on yet. Just took it out of the box. Cost $7.99. So what you do is you just want to strengthen it out. What happened with my other plane when I crashed? It cracked right here down the center, completely in half. I've already flown this plane a couple of times with the mod. Doesn't affect it. It's not heavy. I've got extra strength now over my rubber bands. The wing is so durable, it had no problem. And unfortunately, I live by the beach, and we had a good 8-mile to 15-mile-an-hour winds this morning, and it handled just fine. I didn't fly the plane too well because of that wind, but the wing held up. This is a great way to save money. You don't have to go out there and buy anything. You already have the stuff with you. The packing tape is probably something you have around, or it's not that. You're going to use it anyway, so you might as well go buy a roll. And I think what it does is it keeps it so that your hobby stays inexpensive, or as inexpensive as possible. You're not constantly buying parts. You can fix things with what you have at home. And I think you'll enjoy the hobby more if you're not going out there buying parts and spending money. You're always going to have to fix them. That's not a problem. But when you have to go out there and constantly buy more parts, it kind of gets to be a pain in the butt. So I hope this video helps. Let me know. Give me a comment. and I'm sure as I fly my plane more, I'll have more things to fix and more things to show you. So you guys have a great time flying, and good fixing. Bye-bye.